Yo guys, today I'll be showing you my updated 15-0 rank 1 custom tactics, and I'll be showing you two formations that I use, starting off with the first one, that's the 4-2-3-1 wide. So the build-up style I've got is counter, as it's much better than the other two build-up styles, and this is the build-up style I've been using all of FC25. And then I like to start off with a balanced defensive approach. As this is the formation and tactics that I start games off in, I have my depth on 50. But in my second formation I have my depth on 91, and I'll show you that later. Now on to the player roles. I've got my goalkeeper and sweeper keeper, as it's much better than goalkeeper because it makes it very easy to defend one-on-ones. Then on my fullbacks I've got my right back on fullback balance and my left back on fullback defend. This is so that with the ball my centre backs are very compact, and it looks a bit weird on the with ball screen here, but your left back still covers the left hand side of the pitch, but it makes your centre back really compact. Because if you have both your left back and your right back on fullback balanced, your centre backs tend to have a really big gap between them, so I like to have one of them on defend, and the right back still pushes forward every attack. Then my CDMs, I've got my right DM on holding defend and my left DM on deep line playmaker defend. This is a very good combo, but if I could I'd have both of them on deep line playmaker defend, but as you can see neither of my CDMs have deep line playmaker defend ++. So I put one of them on holding just so I have one in their position ++, because that means that they go up and down the pitch a lot more. Then I've got my right mid and my left mid both on inside forward attack, and it's really important that you put attack on, because when you have them on balance they drop in very deep and they're not in good positions when you're attacking. But with attack it's essentially like a 4-2-1-3 when you're attacking, but when you're defending they drop deeper and give you defensive support. And then I've got my cam on playmaker balanced because again, playmaker is the only one that gives defensive support out of all the cam roles. And I've got my striker on advanced forward attack. This is the formation and tactics I start games off in, and you can see the code in the top right of your screen right now. But if I go 2 goals down or if I'm losing at half time, like I said earlier, I switch to a formation with 91 depth. And this is the 4-2-1-3. Here you can see the tactics for that. As you can see, I've got an aggressive defensive approach, and this triggers automatic offside traps in a very high press that basically traps your opponent in their own half and makes it so good for getting back into games. The roles are pretty much identical to the 4-2-3-1. The only differences are that I've got my right back on wing back balanced now instead of full back, just so they join attacks even more and get higher up the pitch. And then I've got my cam on shadow striker instead of playmaker, just so again they're even higher up the pitch and join attacks even more. And this makes these tactics amazing for making comebacks and getting back into games, and you can see the code for these tactics in the top right of your screen right now. And like I said, the combo of these two tactics is amazing for me and gets me 15-0 in the weekend league, so make sure to try them out. Now I've recently introduced memberships to my channel. If you're watching this on PC or laptop you can click the join button to check them out, and if you're watching on mobile then it's the link at the top of the description. I also have many tutorials on my channel that can improve your gameplay, such as the top 3 skill moves all 15-0 players use that you can click on your screen right now, so also check that out. And yeah, drop a sub if you enjoyed these tactics, and thanks for watching.